Before I start the video, so a couple of things I just want to quickly say. I've got a bit of a cold, so apologies if I sound a little bit hoarse there. A bit of a sore throat, so I feel a little bit ropey. But yeah, no, apart from that, I'm all good. And so apologies if I do sound a little bit ropey. Um, Secondly, we've noticed that a lot of our viewers that watch these videos, a vast majority of you, in fact, I think it's more than the people that aren't that are subscribers, watch the video. So if you're not a subscriber, do click on the button to subscribe to the channel. And there's a real big reason for this as well, is because we're going to be giving away a new West Ham top every month for the whole season to a subscriber. So it's completely free for you to enter. Just literally, you got to do is be a subscriber, keep a lookout for the videos, and that's it. So yeah, if you haven't subscribed already, then please do. Right, onto the video then. So this is quite an exciting one for me. I'm really, really pleased about it. It's one that I see as a real forward-thinking move from West Ham. And this is surrounding Alex Scott, Bristol City's midfielder. Now, we've known for quite some time. We've been reporting this quite a fair bit on the website, and I think we've mentioned it on the channel, this channel a few times, that West Ham are keen on Alex Scott. Now that's no real biggie, really, is it, when it comes to West Ham and being keen on players, because we're used to that. We're used to being linked with certain players. But this is the name that keeps cropping up, and one that I've been very excited about. I mean, we'll go through quickly on regarding his statistics and what he's done at the moment in the Championship, but overall, what I like about it is that the fact he's young, he's up and coming, he's highly sought after, and we seem to be one of the front runners to get his signature. So for me, that's really, really exciting. So onto the player then, Alex Scott. So he's a midfielder for Bristol City. He's only 19 years old. He's made 47 appearances last season for them in the Championship. He was voted the young player of the season in the Championship last season. He is a very, very good player. In fact, he's been likened to Jack Grealish, that kind of style player, quite direct, quite a bit better flair about him, and a confidence player. And this is what we want. You look at players like this, and this is something that gets me very excited and think this is where we want to be heading. And now the very exciting news, the reason, like, usually I wouldn't bother doing these videos, to be honest, because as I've said, we always seem to get linked with these players and whatnot. But the thing is, what's very, very exciting about this one is that we've got it from ex-WHU employee on Patreon. If you're not on Patreon, then please do go and check it out. And that's patreon.com/the West Ham Way. Now, what he has said is that preliminary talks have now commenced for Alex Scott. Now, okay, it's still very early days, but the talks are happening there. I do wonder where this has come from. Who is this? Is this a David Moyes? Is this a David Sullivan? Or is it a Tim Steidten? I suspect it's Steidten more. That's my gut feeling on that one. I think that's something that we've had our eye on for a while, and I think that is who that man would want. That is kind of fits in with the remit of what he's like. He goes and finds up and coming younger players. So I'm really excited about that. don't get me wrong. We might not get him. It's not as if to say this is definitely going to happen. But it certainly gives an encouraging sign, doesn't it, of where we're going as a football club at the moment. And as I said, it's what I like about it. It's very forward thinking. I was really concerned this summer, actually, because of the situation with David Moyes and his contract, the fact that he's in his last year. It did, and then where we were linked to players like James Ward-Prowse. Now, look, I've got no problem with James Ward-Prowse. A lot of fans have got a bit of an anti-Ward-Prowse thing going on at the moment, saying, "Well, that's not really good enough, and it'd be too expensive." I actually think he'd be great for West Ham. I really do. I really rate Ward-Prowse. He's a very good player. I love his deliveries and set pieces and obviously free kicks, but he's a leader as well. And I think we're going to need that if we are to lose Declan Rice. We've obviously done a video earlier with Riley talking about the situation. So if you haven't seen it yet, you can go back and have a little check about that. But basically the situation is that it's a little bit up in the air at the moment. He's moved to Arsenal, but that's it. But I'm still convinced that's where he's going this summer. But the thing is, we're going to lose a leader, losing our captain. It's not just losing a great player. You're losing a very good, a big character in the club. So I'm actually all for James Ward-Prowse. But what I was getting concerned about was that the fact it's David Moyes' last year is his mind going to be on beyond a year? And let's be honest, you wouldn't blame him if it's not, because he's probably just thinking, well, I just want to make sure we do well in the next 12 months because I'm not going to be kept on by the looks of it. That's what I'm suspecting. That's what I was fearful of. So to then get heavily linked with Alex Scott for some time, and now that we're actually started preliminary talks with Bristol City, that's starting to give me encouragement, actually, that we are forward thinking. And I do think that this Tim Steidten appointment is a key driver behind that. I don't know about you lot. I mean, honestly, please do let me know. But I mean, maybe I'm just being a bit blind. And I'm a little bit like this, okay? So people probably don't know that I do get a bit excited during transfer window time. I start getting a little bit carried away. But I like the fact I do that, to be honest. I think we should do. Why not? You know, you've got to enjoy your life. But I'm really encouraged this summer. I do think I've got a lot of high hopes for next season. And being linked with players like this sort of standard, I don't know, it really gives me some hope, you know. We're going to get back to the video really shortly, but I just want to let you know this video is actually sponsored by NordVPN. Now, NordVPN are a private network that allow you as a fan to watch games from the comfort of your own home. You can change the region that you're in. It also allows you to watch films, TV shows, things like that. Now, the other big thing is it's also on travel costs. So being West Ham, where you're in Europe again, and also you might want to go on holiday, but you can also save some money on your flights, on your hotels, things like that. It's really worth it. And look, for the monthly subscription, okay, it's less than a pint or a coffee a month. Now, if you go to the link below and using nordvpn.com/West Ham Way, you get 4 months free, completely free. And also after that, you get a 30-day money back guarantee. So just click on the link, go on it, give it a try, see what you think. Anyway, back to the video. And is this a Steidten appointment? I'm going to say it is. I don't know for certain. As I said, we've been linked with him for a little while, so it kind of leans away from that notion. But I don't know. I just get the feeling that this is a player that kind of fits the remit of what he would bring to the football club. But there's also all others. We're going to have some videos coming out over the next week or so. There's going to be so much. I think West Ham are going to be making some big moves, actually. Now Steidten's in. Obviously, this Declan Rice thing is a bit of a problem, I think. It's holding things up. We could do without it, really. We either want him gone or not. I mean, it's a really strange scenario, isn't it? But we'll talk about that in another video. But yeah. And I'm really pleased. I'm really pleased that David Moyes is, if we're being told correctly, that he's on board completely with Steidten and that they're working in harmony, working together and picking targets, etc., etc. Then David Moyes wants a 19-year-old midfielder, someone with quality. It's an exciting move for West Ham. There's no two ways about it. Give me your thoughts on it as well, especially for people that know more about the player than I do. I've seen enough in terms. I've watched them a couple of times last season on the TV, and I've watched clips and whatnot on YouTube, as you do. But I'm really excited by him. I think he's a very good player and someone that I think could fit really well into West Ham. I think the fans would really take to him as well. So, and let's be honest, losing Declan is going to be a heart-wrenching moment for us and real painful. So to get someone in that's highly regarded in this country and done so well in the Championship and then coming up and then being embraced by West Ham, I just think it would be a really good move for the club. Really would. I don't know, just the fans would take to it well. I think they would. I think they'd be really, really good. Even if we don't get the player in, it's a really encouraging sign, isn't it, for the transfer window? The type of player we're going for and the age we're going for. For me, I'm starting to see a real change in West Ham this summer. I really feel that the way we're conducting our business at the moment is good. I like the way David Sullivan isn't being bullied into doing deals that we don't want to do, which has always been, for me, been a real a bad one of his sort of worst traits, really, as the owners. Don't get me wrong, they've had some bad decision making. They've done some bad decision making over the years, but the way we sell players has been so poor. I remember when we sold Payet. I mean, we sold him about 20 odd million. He's worth about 80 probably at the time. Do you know what I mean? And you're thinking it was just so poor. And we've done it so many times. And now of it, when we sold for not a lot. And it's just like we keep doing it. We keep just selling players quickly. Whereas I like the way we're dealing with the Rice thing. And I'm encouraged by the way we're dealing with that. And I'm encouraged by the players that we're linked with. And the Steidten appointment's got me really excited. And then when I go into this and see X, what he's saying about Alex Scott, it just gives me so much encouragement. It really does. So, yeah, I mean, the only one thing I will say, though, players like this aren't going to come across, we're not going to get easy, and rightly so as well. But I'm actually quite confident. I'm quite confident on this. But what I have been told from X is that we are going to face some serious competition for his signature.